Everybody listening and watching, welcome back. It's the three dudes. I'm Liam Owens, Broden Wunderlich to my left, and Easton Bennett to my right. We're on episode 26.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get into some comments. We got quite a few comments because Liam went on his hiatus. He almost quit the show, and we had to talk him back into coming on.
Yep. It's just too much for me.
The show?
Yeah. I can't spare an hour of my week to come in. It's
a lot of work.
I know.
Is it us or is it just the whole mic and camera lights action thing?
It's mostly just I get here and you guys are fine. I enjoy you as people, but my microphone never works. My headphones. Before everyone tuning into this, 10 minutes prior to this, we spent the entirety of that 10 minutes.
It's our producer's fault.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. And that's what really does it for me. But. You know, I decided we'll give him another chance, and I'll come back and.
Yeah, well, we're just actively searching for somebody else, but haven't had any resumes come through the mail lately. Let's get into some comments. Actually, before we do that, Liam, how was your trip to Indiana?
It's good. It's a good time. You know, I got to hang out with my family and be around. I only get there once or twice a year, so all the cousins were back in town from college and their respective places of work and business. So
lovely, Broden. How are you?
I'm here.
There you go. I just want to get your voice so people know, for the people listening, that there is someone else.
Yeah, I'm not a hologram.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into some comments. Ashley Jane _Jane 050809. Quite the username. Said, I did shrooms as a teenager. The aunts informed me they were having a rager at 9 p.m. I lost my mic. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
That's good. Yeah, we're good.
I'm good.
Goddamn.
Yep, I like it.
Who bought these microphones? I did some shrooms as a teenager. The aunts informed me they were having a rager at 9 p.m. I didn't make it through 4th of July fireworks at all. I don't know. That comment was all over the map.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what episode that was from or what we were talking about.
I think it was from a TikTok comment.
Just a random one. She's just tripping on shrooms and decided to tell us she was tripping on shrooms.
Yeah, I think you're doing shrooms when you wrote that comment.
Yeah.
Mason Deal from the Christmas episode says, every tree should be loved.
It's true.
Yep. I don't know what that was referring to. Were we talking about trees?
I think we were probably talking about trees. I imagine we weren't talking about presents, and he just said
he just
trees.
Had to throw it in there, yeah. Jossie Lucy. Very behind on podcasts, but just listen to the Cowboys one where you talk about the President's Park. I've been there before, but it is all shut down and closed to the public. We snuck in, and this is the only picture I have from it. But yes, very creepy place for sure. We will throw the picture up on screen, and I'll just show you guys later. But I forgot that this was a picture comment.
Oh, so you can do that?
Yeah. Now,
what do you mean?
On what?
Have you never
TikTok?
watched it on YouTube?
Oh, you can comment a picture on YouTube.
No, she just sent it to me. And then I'm going to put it up on screen through video editing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought like she replied in the comment with a picture.
No. I think you can do that too, though, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be wild.
No Hill for a High Stepper says it's pronounced chaps. The word is derived from Spanish. It's not pronounced chaps. News to me. The correct pronunciation is shaps. Also, the bandana had lots of uses. Dust, sling a broken arm, dip in water to keep cool, help keep warm in winter if made of silk, clean off your saddle or boots, temporary fix for tack, and about 100 other uses. Have you guys ever heard it called shaps?
Never.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I'm also not Spanish, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But his name is No Hill for a High Stepper, so I think he might know a little something more. That sounds cowboy-y, doesn't it?
I'm going to give him the advantage.
Yeah, he wears big boots.
All right, I guess we'll call it shaps. I don't love it, but
I'm not calling it shaps.
No.
A, just the letter A from the Christmas episode says, replace figgy pudding with effing liquor and it works well. What, do you want to give her a stab?
Can't cuss on here?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah, new year, new us. We're not cussing on the show anymore.
Yep, no more.
No, fuck that.
Oh?
Yeah, go.
You go.
I can't remember how
you
it
already
goes.
broke the ice,
so give me some
fucking liquor.
What's the real one?
So bring us some figgy pudding.
So bring us some fucking liquor. That actually does work well. But yeah, New Year, New Us 2023.
What kind of Christmas does that guy have?
A drunk one, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Anubis from the Fears and Phobias episode says, don't tell people lies, ignorant people who don't understand anything about us three. So
Okay.
just like to preface that this is not a factual podcast. Yeah. Sometimes we just...
It's slightly informative.
That's why they call us the Rumor Boys.
But it's a lot of fluff.
Yeah. We have to add. It's called storytelling.
Yeah.
It's not lying. It's storytelling. Tepala Rauch, Christmas episode says, killing a tree is not the Christmas spirit. Can decorate a living tree, but not chop it down. Well, how'd you get a living tree in your house is my question.
What if there's what are you going to decorate your oak tree in your backyard and call it your Christmas tree and put all your presents under that?
Drill a giant hole in your living room floor and get to the dirt.
Through your basement?
Roll a tree through it.
That'd be a while before it's a real tree. How long does it take to get a real tree up in the air?
Depends
pretty
on
old.
the tree.
Spruce.
Probably about 10, 15 years.
Is that
For it
accurate?
to be like sizable, I'd imagine.
Sizable.
I'm
gonna ballpark it around there.
Sizable, so once it gets to how big?
Bigger than 4 feet off the ground.
Oh, I'd say 4 feet is probably too big to be sizable.
Oh, yeah. That's a big tree.
That's a huge tree. Josh Davis on the prison episode. That was a while back, hey?
Yeah.
Josh Davis says, yeah, fuck hiring teachers and teaching kids how to be good people. Let's hire more soldiers and subdue the people. I think that's where you said more people should have guns. Do you have a rebuttal to that?
What did he say? What is he trying to talk about?
He said, fuck hiring teachers and teaching kids how to be good people. Let's hire more soldiers and subdue the people. I can't really remember. Prison was so long ago.
That doesn't even make sense. What do you mean? Let's hire more teachers. I think that's something that's a job you have to apply for, first of all. So if nobody wants to be teachers,
you
you're
have
not
to
just
have
gonna go
a degree in special training.
Not just going to go, hey, you're a teacher now. It's like, well, I'm an idiot. So, which apparently was that guy's teacher because he's probably an idiot. So, I don't know, dude. Give people guns. That's some dude just got murdered in the parking lot of the bar. Like,
that's true.
A few blocks away from us for everyone listening to this podcast. So, everyone has a right to self-defense. If you don't want to express that right, don't. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
If I had to be around someone where I was like, I feel like my life might be in danger, I think it might be you.
Thanks.
Because there's a better chance of you having a gun than me ever having one.
Yeah, there's a lesser chance of.
So yeah.
There's a lesser chance of him shooting you though.
Getting my hands on one, yeah, but I think we're pretty good friends where you wouldn't do that, right?
I wouldn't do. Well, I'm a sane individual, so yeah, I'm not just gonna go shoot anybody unless I am trying to protect myself.
Yeah, that's fair. You can call. Did you know that in Texas, you can call if you are in a fight in Texas and you're in a bar fight, right? You can go outside and call mutual combat, and you can't get arrested for it. Nothing. You guys can just fight each other as long as you both call mutual combat. So if there's a cop standing there, and
like
he's
a card
like,
you got to play.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like mutual combat, and then you can just beat the wheels off each other.
As long as it's not aggravated.
Yes. Why is this man wearing sunglasses? I just looked over.
Everything just cut out.
Do you want to know how fast everything?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Oh, yeah, I'm boned.
I can hear you.
Do you want to know how fast
it's my headphones then. There we go.
How fast a spruce tree grows?
Yeah.
13 inches to 24 inches per year. So if you want like a 6 foot tall spruce tree, you're looking at like 3 or 4 years.
That's not horrible. You could do that. And then it's good for just a little bit before it's too big for your house.
Well, you can still cut it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Depends on the house.
Yeah,
you
could
only cut so much off the bottom.
And then you just start cutting holes in your ceiling. So and doing additions on your house.
Have you ever seen where people do that? They
cut holes in their ceiling?
But they have like a really big tree and like they have a huge bay window in their living room. And so they have the whole top of the tree all the way up to the ceiling. And then they cut the top off and then they put the rest on their roof. So it's going through the house. Yeah.
If I had a giant bay window, I'd do that.
Oh,
yeah,
that
sounds
cool.
That's hilarious. I like it.
I was going to get window tint on my front window because I hate closing my curtains. Just like the mirror stuff. And then I found out that you can see it's reverse at night. So that would be bad. Yeah, like the mirror tint during the day, if you try to look through it from the outside, you can't see anything. But at night, it's reverse. You can't look out and people can look in.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. That sounds creepy.
So if you guys have any remedies for that.
Curtains.
Yeah, but then you gotta do this like twice a day.
Not really.
Not if you buy really expensive curtains that are automated. Do it for you.
That's true.
That sounds something up your alley, having something done for you.
Hey, fun fact about HelloFresh today is I got a notification that apparently I ordered some on accident.
You said this last time too. I think you're using a bit of a scapegoat here.
Like, oh, bummer. I got more HelloFresh.
Darn.
Accidentally spent $80 on some of my favorite ones.
99 actually. No, this time, like usually I cancel it for like weeks in advance, and I just forgot to cancel it. And it's coming though. I'm gonna make you guys some. Win you over. That's my 2023 goal. Win you over with some HelloFresh.
Please. I'll take you all year.
Moonstone says, yeah, you're like, I better make me another meal, Easton. Moonstone says, also back then when these things were established, if you were left-handed, this is about, remember the gun thing you said?
Oh, shaking hands?
Yeah, why you shake hands?
Yeah.
If you're left-handed, your parents or teachers would beat the shit out of you until you became right-handed. So, no left-handed adults. I don't know is that true, you think? They just beat.
Let's go with it. I mean, that's usually what we do when we say stuff.
Mutual combat.
Yeah.
On your own kid. You're
I'm gonna
left-handed?
say it's probably true. Yeah, because I mean, you can get about anything beat out of you.
So, yeah. So then that we said that's what it was for handshakes. And then Rick H had to say, actually, it is the sword hand. Also, that is where the salute came from, using your right hand to lift the visor of your suit of armor. You both just went right hand up in the air.
I just fixed my hat.
And he fixed his hat. I think.
I was itching my
face itch. Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that about the old suit of armor.
I like the handshake thing about the gun better. It feels more James Bondy.
Well, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna hide having a sword on you, but
Well, if it's just a small dagger.
could be.
Yeah. What if your arm's like really long?
It's a bigger dagger.
Declan Graham says, Benny, did you know that Justin Timberlake sang the original McDonald's jingle? Also, I want to respectfully disagree with you guys about flying, taking off versus landing. Actually, taking off actually makes me scared for my life every time because the plane fluctuates so much and turns a lot. Like I genuinely feel like it's going to crash every time. I've never felt like the plane's going to crash on a takeoff.
No,
Never.
I'm way more relaxed during the takeoff.
He's from Canada though, so he's probably, the Canadian Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little different.
They don't even know how to do bags up there, let alone get a correct pilot.
Bags.
Yeah, they don't do bags too well, apparently.
Ryanair, is that Canadian?
I've never heard of it, so good chance.
Apparently Ryanair is just this new thing that's just not great to fly on. All right, McKaylee Bale, Jingles episode. Education Connection match me with the right college for, I don't even know how the tune goes. Do you guys know it?
Education.
Get connected for free
with Education Connection. You've never heard that one?
No, I have, but the beginning part, I don't know how that rolls.
Do you guys remember this? Now that we're on a roll of it, saw their ad on my TV, thought about going those two. Like,
remember when we wanted to memorize that?
Yes.
That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby.
Did we ever touch on? I don't remember that. No. I'm sure somewhere in my memory it's there. But
dig back.
JG Wentworth.
Yeah.
Did we do that one?
Oh yeah.
I think that was the main one we did.
Yeah.
Oh man,
But like we said, you don't remember anything after we filmed these podcasts.
Nope, I don't.
Neither do we. Some guy got after us, but I didn't put that comment in there. It's like, yeah, that's how this generation is. Don't forget, they don't remember anything. Blah blah blah. You're right. Let's get into this week's topic: cults. Cults. This has been on our list for a while, and there's some fun cults. I like cults. You guys fans of cults?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never want to be in one.
I can't say that. I think I want to leave the door open down the road.
I don't think anybody could talk me into some of the shit those guys talk people into.
Oof, I don't know.
It depends on the cult, though. Some are a little more extreme than others.
What if they had a Miller Lite cult?
I'm in it.
Just like that.
I am the grand wizard of the Miller Lite cult.
I think
you can be
some
talking
dude
to a cult,
from South Louisiana owns that title already.
Yeah.
You'd have to kill that man to get his title.
I don't
Mutual
want it that
combat.
bad.
You have to drown him in Miller Lite.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can take over his title. Mutual combat. That's in Texas. So you don't think you could be convinced into joining the cult?
It'd be pretty hard for me.
Yeah. We're going to get into why people join them a little bit, but definition of a cult from Janja Lalick. She's a TED Ed speaker, not a TEDx. TED Education.
Oh, a TED Talks.
Yeah, she had the best definition I could find. A cult is a group or movement with a shared commitment to a usually extreme ideology that is usually embodied in a charismatic leader. So do you think you'd be charismatic enough to be a leader, Liam?
Yes, I do.
It depends on what I'm leading. I'd obviously have to be very passionate about what I'm doing.
So if you had to lead the Church of Owens, what would be your morals and principles And how would you get Broden to do it? Because he already thinks you're charismatic. I think he'd be patient 1, member 1.
Patient 0. Or is that what you were going
Ground
for?
0. I'm ground 0.
I don't even know what. I mean,
I don't think you could get me to join because I personally believe you're charismatic, yes.
yeah.
But there's a lot of bullshit between your 2 ears, man.
Oh yeah.
You think
Tons.
you think he'd try to sleep in the same bed with you, Broden?
100%. He loves to try and climb in the shower with me
Like
when I shower.
he does that, and he doesn't have a cult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's just acceptable because I got a cult.
Yeah, Broden, I'm a cult leader. You have to accept it.
It's okay, man. Yeah, it's cool.
So the cult capital of America, which state do you guys think that is?
Oof.
It's just such a layup.
Louisiana,
No.
Texas.
No.
California.
Yeah.
Ah,
If you had to had
Yeah.
to pigeonhole some people that are in cults,
yeah.
it'd be the people in the Golden State. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or the
90%
Sunshine
of
State?
those people. No, Sunshine's Florida. It's the
Yeah,
Golden State.
Golden State.
Bunch of rock rubbers and just weird people.
Rock
bunch of-
rubbers?
Rock rubbers.
Yeah,
I
like-
just made that up, but like people that are big into rocks.
Rock
Right.
Rock rubbers.
Like the crystal people.
Rock
Yeah,
rubbers.
like because they're sitting there rubbing their crystals and it's
Oh, the
like,
crystal meth people?
No,
They're
that
in,
too.
they're
Well,
in California too.
I mean, probably those people too. Yeah.
Rock
Yeah,
rubbers.
the people that think-
Like
No.
you mean like the people that think like rocks are like giving you spiritual.
See, when you said
like
that, I
vibes.
thought of like rock music,
In energy.
like rock rubbers. Yeah, no, now I'm getting you mean
I was
like
thinking of
physical
r-
rocks.
rubbing the rock and thinking this is healing me.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And they have those 1 cards.
The
Tarot.
tarot cards
Mhm.
or whatever.
Tarot.
Yeah.
Hey, different strokes for different folks. There's more than one way to fuck a goat, they say.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Trying to find them all.
More than one way to skin a cat.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could say that too.
Yeah.
God, there's one more people say. It's a more polite one. Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Cult psychology. Experts who study cults suggest the human need for comfort prompts people to seek out others or things to soothe their fears and anxieties. So a lot of it stems from just being scared, not knowing where to go. You just want to be good enough. And if you want to be good enough, you just join a cult.
Nope.
And this is my pitch for nope.
I have no aspiration of joining cult.
But like if you get to like age 40 and your life's kind of hit the rails, maybe your wife divorces you, you lose your job,
The kids.
you decide, the kids hate you, and then you decide to move to California, cult capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever thinking like, maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world?
I suppose if at that point I would just have nothing else left to lose, and I would say, you know what, I'm going to rub some rocks for the next 40 years of my life.
yeah.
I think, So do you think all cults are like magic stone people?
I think when you catch somebody at a rock bottom like that, you can make a lot of magic stone people when they're at rock bottom.
You could turn them into rock rubbers.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just saying I wouldn't rule it out. Especially a guy like you, man. You're
I
open
mean-
to, in case you get wild hair.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That is Broden's recent line. Broden uses a smorgasbord of different sayings like that, though.
Mhm.
So I really
Sayings,
enjoy it.
expressions.
Yep. So as leaders themselves, they typically present themselves as infallible, confident, and grandiose. Their charisma draws people in.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the leader. Those with low self-esteem are more likely to be persuaded by a cult environment. So if you really think you're just, maybe Broden's like, my mustache isn't quite cutting it today.
And
I
then
wasn't thinking that until you said that.
and
I
the
just
cult
a hint.
leaders.
I didn't want to tell you
just
straight to
got
your face.
the gorgeous mustache. So that's how he gets drawn in.
Could you start like a mustache cult?
I couldn't know.
Not charismatic enough?
Not mustache enough.
Mustache.
That's fair. Handlebar mustache would be cool.
Yeah,
I've
if
been
I
trying
had
to grow one
something
of
like a
those.
Fu Manchu going on or something.
Wade Johannesson could start a, Wade?
Yeah. He's got the twisty. Wyatt can
he's
do
got
that
the
too.
Raleigh fingers
I
one.
would
Yeah.
like that. I've always wanted one of those.
That would be, that'd be fun.
I
If you
gotta
could
get
grow-
one of those.
Let's go buy one.
It's not the same.
Could you do like a mustache implant? Could you take someone else's hair?
You could do hair implants on your head, so why couldn't you do them on your face?
Different skin.
Yeah.
I think your skin's pretty. Just skin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I guess I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, you probably couldn't do it on your earlobe or something. But imagine a place that's already apt to grow hair, like your face,
Yep.
is about the same as your head.
Some areas of your face, though. Wouldn't it be crazy if you like grew hair like under your eyes.
Like an
know how
under
you-
eyebrow?
Yeah, and it just like hangs down. No, I'm thinking like long, like an eyelash, but like down.
And like braided or
I
something?
don't know. Nathan, Google
It's like an
the
eye beard.
Google the medical condition where people just get covered in hair.
Hypertrichosis.
Glaucoma.
Hair.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Werewolf syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
People's body just gets covered in hair.
Werewolf syndrome is kind of badass.
Yeah, I like when they give nicknames to syndromes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like that one?
Yeah. I was trying to rack my brain for another one. It's just
Yeah.
nothing up there.
Like sometimes glaucoma, they just say you're blind.
Yeah.
Is that really the technical term for being blind? Is glaucoma?
No, you can go blind
I
like
was gonna say, that's
60
kinda-
different ways.
I thought glaucoma is when you get guac in your eye.
No, glaucoma
glaucoma?
is when you hit him with the Glock and you put him in a coma. What your boy got? Glaucoma.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Okay, so that's called psychology, recruiting, and retaining. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips. So I know you're inevitably gonna start a cult, Broden.
Thanks.
If you want to be retained by one, here you go.
You are going to join his.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even fight it really,
No.
especially if I'd be more apt to joining one if one of my friends did it. Almost as like a
For
support
sure.
thing. Like if one of you guys started an OnlyFans, I'd probably just subscribe. I don't know how much I'd look at it.
Oh,
I was
he'd
thinking
look at
about
it.
Yeah.
Or you actually.
Huh?
Do it.
Well, you know that girl on TikTok, Susie Vidal or something?
Only pans.
Only Pans? Yeah.
She cooks.
Yeah. That's
I've
funny.
seen that girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she makes sexual innuendos while she's cooking.
Yeah. She always says horngry.
Yeah, is anyone hungry? Oop. And then she does that thing. Oop. You want me to do it again? She goes, oop.
And I,
Yeah. So
Nice
you
girl.
could start one. What would you start if you had to start an OnlyFans?
I'd probably do that or Only Pans or something like that. Or like
You
if
would
I'm
go-
cooking, it would probably just be like
Would you
a
cook
little
naked?
bit of like me. I'd have
Only
like
an apron.
like over. Yeah.
Mm.
only an apron.
Well, you
his
could see your
is out.
ass still. Yeah.
Yep.
You could have an ass.
We're going to take you to Wax in the City, though.
That's
Before-
okay.
No, we're not.
That's what I have to
You
do.
can have-
No, we're not.
You could have assless chaps.
Shaps. Actually, Shaps. Just so much going on in
But that's the thing about assless chaps. I can't even put those words together.
there. You're
Is that the
crunching
front?
them.
The front is like free too.
Well,
You
all
know?
chaps
Yeah.
are ashlish.
See, it's hard.
Chewing on this now.
It's chewing on it.
Good grief.
Oh, we're
I
munching on
got
that.
peanut butter in my mouth or something.
Assless chaps. Assless chaps. Assless chaps. What do you have? I have assless chaps. Asperger's? No, assless chaps. But it's your junk's hanging
Oh, yeah.
too.
No, because it's just the cover of your pants is what
Yeah.
shaps are.
But it's only like the side, right?
It could be the fronts, the sides. It can be just the lower portion, just the higher portion.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got big into the shaps game there for a while.
I don't blame you. I've been looking at some shops online.
Yeah,
I can't
that's-
even
I
say
think
shops.
That's like a
anymore.
ginger ale brand, isn't it? Shaps.
No.
Oh, that's like shops. There's 2P.
Oh,
2P. 2Ps. SCHAPPS.
instead of peas, it's just pie or PI or something.
Yeah, the plural.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shops. God, I can't even say it anymore now. You know when you say a word so many times, it's like whoever
Yeah.
decided that was the word for that thing, because that's asinine.
That's a nice word you just used, actually.
Asinine? Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
It's really kind of degrading. If you say something's asinine, it's like that's worse than bad.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
by
It's like-
definition.
by definition, by design. So retaining and recruiting. While each cult may be different, experts say that the methods to pull members in and keep them there resemble a similar playbook of psychological principles. One element is cognitive dissonance. You guys have any idea what that is?
Cognitive dissonance. It's man. I really wish you would have asked me this at a different time, because I know
When you knew?
I used to know what it is. It's
Like how long ago? Years.
man.
Years. There we go. Do you want to like keep
Yeah.
looking?
Do you want to keep? Should we wait for you to talk?
Can we just cut this out? And this dead period in here?
No,
Just
we're
do it.
leaving it. We're leaving it.
You leave the people on the edge of their
Guys, for
seats
those of you
here.
listening, Liam's been staring at the ceiling for that whole quiet period.
Cognitive dissonance.
They're probably driving in the car, like, his podcast pause or turn off.
Got a little signal.
I want to. It's like thinking, like you don't want to believe that something is the way it is because you've already convinced yourself that it can't be possible?
Yeah, I'll read it and you tell me if you think you're close, because I honestly forgot what it was. The theory introduced that when people are confronted with facts that contradict their beliefs, they feel discomfort followed by the need to resolve that contradiction. So it's like, if that's pretty much the cult leader going to Broden and saying, hey, this is what's wrong with you, and the only way to fix it is this. And then people are like, oh,
Yeah.
fine, I'll do it just so it's solved and I don't have to deal with it anymore.
I heard that word from a show that me and a few buddies used to watch. And I'll pull up the clip after the show and show you. And that's where I had kind of made the assumption of what that definition was.
Of cognitive dissonance?
Yeah.
It's a mind-opening show.
It's incredible.
What's it called?
We can't tell you.
Okay.
It's all right. You know what? We'll tell
It's
you.
Planet Earth.
No, I do love that show. Planet Earth 2 is way better. The Big Les Show.
Short for lesbian?
No.
Les is the main
Les is the
character's
guy's
name.
Oh, and that's why you couldn't tell me on the live air?
I was just messing with you.
Oh.
I always like
Just
doing that.
pulling
I'll
my leg.
Tell you when you're older.
The
Big Les
when
Show.
you're older.
It's,
God, I hated that as a kid.
It's one of the funniest shows. It's made on YouTube. You know what Microsoft Paint is?
Yep.
It's made by these like 2 or 3 really good friends. They live in Australia.
Mhm.
They made the whole show on Microsoft Paint. They did all the voices themselves. And it's all just like, since it's all on Paint, it's like all stop motion. Like, so it's all painting, like over and over
Yeah.
again. And they made this
Like
whole
a flip book?
Yeah, except it's on YouTube. So
Yeah.
but so
So
like,
you don't get to touch it.
yeah, you can watch it. And dude, it's one of the funniest shows I've probably ever
The
seen.
Big Les
like
Show.
the humor is unmatched in the stuff that they say and do, but it's like some of the quotes that they drop in that show are
Really introspective.
yeah.
Wow, big word over there. Broden's
Nice.
like, if you intrinsically look inside of yourself, isn't that what intrinsically means?
Yeah, that was kind of redundant there.
Intrinsic
Yeah.
is inside, yeah.
Yeah. Extrinsic is outside.
I'd say it's extrinsic instead of intrin.
Extrin.
Extrinsic.
Intrin.
Oh, we're chewing on these
Extracts.
too.
I know, this ain't doing good.
Oh gosh. Good thing we're not those people that read audiobooks.
No.
Or at
I'd
least
do
good
it.
thing I'm
Because
not.
in the middle of it, I'd be like, and
Hey, what does this mean?
yeah, what is that?
You know, I don't think you need to know though. You
Just
kinda
sound it
read.
out.
I get a couple lines and then I have a hiccup in there usually.
Yeah.
I wonder why they call it hiccup.
Because it stops you from doing whatever you were doing.
Like
Have
an
you
actual. Are you talking
can't-
about why they call hiccups hiccups?
Like, oh, like if you and your brother get in a fight and you're like, oh yeah, we had a small hiccup there.
I don't know if that's a term I would use.
No, that doesn't fit for me.
But what if you're driving to a party and you're late for the party and then someone's like, why were you late? And they're like, we had a small hiccup before we came. You've never heard anyone
would
say
make
that?
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be if you're fighting someone.
No, I'm just saying like if you're arguing. Like not
Yeah,
fighting, but like if you're arguing with your brother and it's like, we had a short hiccup in 2017,
Maybe.
you know.
I guess you
It's like
could extrapolate that, but
Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna throw extrapolate at him,
This
see if his brain explodes. Yeah. Enough out of you over there.
His
Okay.
New Year's resolution
Yeah,
is
cut
to
that
knock
shit
a
out.
page out of the Webster's dictionary every day.
Rewriting it or just learning it?
no eating it.
Yeah. Chew it on.
Knocking out, he just fist fights a dictionary every day. In cult settings, critical thinking is often frowned upon, while absolute faith is rewarded. So really, they're just not going for many smart people. It sounds
They-
like
No, they want sheep.
Wow.
sheep, yeah. And then they hang you and kill you if you just are a critical
Disagree.
thinker.
Yeah, if you disagree.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah,
disagreeing
me
with
too.
me.
No, I'm not disagreeing with
Yeah.
you at all.
You're not
You better
allowed to.
not be, or else you're gonna be hanged.
Yeah, this is the Three Dudes cult. Fuck, I'm ruined.
What do you got, Nathan? I see you holding your microphone.
I do.
I do.
I'm sorry.
I was born in the dark. You were raised by it.
If you want to be one of those fancy people, you can call a hiccup Alpha Suga
What?
because
That's
pre 1788,
Pre
they thought they were
1788?
yeah, like when all the crazy stuff was happening, they thought they were caused by elves.
what was happening in 1788.
Witchcraft.
Oh, is that when the Salem witch trials were going on?
There you go.
We should do an episode on the Salem witch trials.
We should.
And if they just thought you were a witch, you got burned at the stake.
Yeah.
One of them was like you would get put in a cage and drop to the bottom of the lake. And if you escaped, they would kill you because you were a witch. And if you died, you weren't a witch. If you died in the cage underwater.
Well, they're not a witch.
Well, she's dead, but she's not a witch.
How many people did they pull up from the cage? And be like,
How many witches in this town?
We've been wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we should figure something else out.
Not a ton of witches in this city. Do you remember junior year language arts? We had to read that. What's it called? The Crucible.
I didn't ever read that.
Is that? Oh,
I can't remember.
well, that's the end of this conversation. Then you should pretend like you have, and I'll continue it.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
the Crucible.
Yeah.
I
So the
remember it.
Crucible, they talked about the Salem witch trials, and there was a lady on there named Goody Proctor, and this is just going way back, but
That sounds familiar.
Markel how do you say his last name?
Giovanetti.
I want to say it's him, was added to a group chat, and somebody said, I don't have anyone's numbers. Everyone say your name in here. And he said Goody Proctor. And I'll never forget that. I don't know why it was so funny, but it was so niche at the time because we're all in high school.
That might
Yeah.
be Giovanni,
What?
actually.
Are you sure it's the Crucible?
No.
That doesn't sound right.
No,
Did you
really
I'm really not.
You were so confident.
Yeah.
a few
Can you
minutes
see what
ago.
the Crucible is?
Yeah. Or see where Goody Proctor's from.
Goody Proctor. Yeah. If you
Because
type
that's
in
the
Goody
book
Proctor.
we read.
Yeah. You didn't read it. Yeah.
I didn't read the Crucible, but I read whatever book Goody Proctor is.
Oh,
in.
you did?
Yeah, that sounds so familiar.
Not me.
He
'Cause I
didn't
don't
read
remember what happened
anything.
last
Yeah,
week.
you
so
can't read.
I can read better than you.
Probably, actually.
Don't hand me a beer.
Hey, you know what they say?
We need this stat.
Hurry up, Nathan.
I'm
Idle hands are
I'm
the devil's playground.
working on it, but
Just type in Goody Proctor, man.
Goody. I've heard you guys said Eddie.
No, we did.
That's her brother.
Well, the Crucible was not created by that person.
No, Goody Proctor is a character,
In the Crucible.
or in whatever book we're talking about.
I need to call Mrs. Lofgren,
Who's that?
my 11th grade language arts
Oh.
teacher.
Dolphs.
Wait, so it wasn't. Who was it?
Lundgren?
Yeah.
Goody?
Goody, Goody, space, Proctor, PROCTO or ER. I think it's
OR.
OR. Proctor and Gamble.
Goody
That's the
Goody
one that
Proctor
started-
was in the Crucible.
That's what it was then, huh?
See? Brain guy, you lost it. Here you go, paper man.
Luck.
Yeah, Goody Proctor. So yeah, sometimes when people look exactly like Goody Proctor, I say you look like Goody Proctor. It's a very niche reference. No one really gets it, but someone's gonna get it one day, and they're gonna be like, Goody Proctor, I read the Crucible, and then we're gonna bond.
Good.
E.
Glad you guys agree.
Yeah.
Guilt, shame, and fear are also constantly wielded to slowly strip away an individual's identity. Recruitment can take months and resemble a pyramid scheme, meaning a cult's expansion relies on existing members to recruit new members because cults are protected under laws governing religious freedom. And that's the next point. But I want to talk about the pyramid scheme kind of thing. So would you count like, Monet hair products as a
Yeah,
cult?
like what's the thing on Facebook that every teenage girl has tried to sell? It's like some
yeah.
facial care, skincare
Yeah,
type bullshit.
Monet was the hair one. I know
Yeah.
a lot of girls are doing.
I know my sister did it, and I was the whole time I was like, you're gonna
Who's
go
running this?
somewhere, huh?
Bernie Madoff. Yeah, that it could be considered a cult, I guess, if it's a pyramid scheme. Cult of a bunch of white chicks selling stuff on Instagram,
Yeah, I don't.
but they'll tell you about the top 4% of earners.
Yeah, every time.
Did you not have an experience with these people?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Did you get reached out to?
No.
I did a couple times actually.
I did for
I
like
think
me,
it's-
like, can you share my stuff or something like that?
Oh, I got reached out because of my receding hairline for hair products.
Really?
And I was like, that's cold. But
Damn.
yeah, you should
That's
tell me
cool.
actually.
he just replies and says, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. But actually,
I'll
does it
take
work?
2, yeah.
Fuck you. I'll take 2. I'm sold. I'm gonna shave my head. I think.
Can I do it?
Do it. Might as
When
well
I
do it
when I
now.
eventually want to, I'm going. I'll let
Might
you
as
do
well
it.
do it now.
You think so?
If you keep
Just,
putting
just,
it off.
just do the look, man. Just
Just do the
do it. If you're gonna do it eventually, don't.
Mm-mm.
You don't
But
have to-
Can we
eventually-
shave the top of it?
like yours.
What?
Remember when Wyatt shaved your head into a
Yeah,
reverse
it-
cul-de-sac or whatever? No, it wasn't reverse.
It was a cul-de-sac.
It was just a cul-de-sac, but the sides were really long.
Yeah, like my hair was super long. I went
Yeah.
from super long to buzzed. So
I think, yeah, but I think later for my head shaving is like 35, 30 maybe.
that's
Fine, 25
okay. That's more like
next
This
year.
year?
You want to wait
Yeah,
10
December.
years?
I don't want to. I want to wait 30.
Just shave the top and let me glue some toupee onto you or something.
Wow, I could do that. I think I'll shave it and get hair transplants so then it looks similar. The front of my head is just gonna look whack. He's whack.
Maybe you just like you got a big forehead though, like that. That's okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Look at Peyton
You're
Manning.
safe, man.
Peyton
It's
Manning's
okay.
got a huge forehead. You could
Yeah.
land a Boeing 747 on that.
That's
thing.
true. But he has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, maybe
Not
it's because
yet.
your forehead's not big
yet.
enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
So if I just rip it back,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on an NFL team before
Let
you
me
know it.
pull on the top of your skull till it stretches.
Cult leaders. Experts say cult leaders in turn have narcissistic and authoritarian streaks and are motivated by money, sex, or power. Would you guys do like all three if you had to make a cult? Or just one or two? I'd do money for sure. And probably
Yeah.
the power.
I mean,
Don't lie. Just say you do all three then.
I'll rip them all.
why are you leaving the
That's
other
the
one out?
that's what they say is the trifecta, the holy trinity.
That's
what
the
ru-
Holy Trinity?
Yeah,
I think
that's
the
what runs the
holy
world: money, sex, and power.
Hmm.
Because you know when people say sex sells in advertising,
It does.
see, you see Liam in lingerie. Tell me you're not going to buy it.
I'm not going to buy it.
You
All
say
right.
that
Yeah, until you see it,
until you buy it.
I've seen them in a lot less than lingerie.
and it says
It says,
game
it
worn.
says "Good morning, Jamestown" is what it says.
I've
seen that picture?
Yeah. So cult leaders, money, sex, power. Cult leaders are usually psychopaths with a desire for power and often take ideas from politics, religion, and psychology to fulfill their purpose. You imagine if there's a cult leader that wasn't a psychopath?
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah. He's just, I'm just starting a cult. You know, feel free to join if you want.
We just like having a good time.
What are you guys doing? Nothing really. We just kind of hang out once a week.
Every Sunday, we all meet up and make pastries. And we go over the best way to make pastries. do pastry stuff? I don't know.
Do we have to like live there and like
Next
give you
week
all our
is-
money? No, it's not like that really.
Yeah, stay home. Yeah, we don't no money.
You have a job too. I mean, whatever you want to do. Next week we're doing scones. Stop on by.
Yeah. Hope
This
they have
sounds more just like a bakery group.
It's a cult.
It's a cult.
It's a cult.
They're all cults.
But meanwhile, in the back, he's teaching him how to do scones. In the back, he's got a bunch of whores back there that he.
All these Persian whores.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a normal average man. That guy was like, he was actually, I knew him. He was my neighbor. He's a pretty good guy. He didn't do much. He did have a lot of baking ingredients delivered to his house, though. There's 7 signs of a cult leader. Charismatic personality, we talked about. Expects obedience. Humiliates others. That's a good one to have. Sense of entitlement. Takes sexual advantage of group members. Uses enforcers to ensure compliance. And magical powers is the last one.
Magical powers.
So you might have to be a rock rubber to be a cult leader.
Sounds like cult leaders are just the worst people.
Yeah, but I think if you're in the cult, you think they're the bee's knees.
Yeah,
You have
because
to,
you're
I
in
think.
their cult. Yeah.
But-
You are worshiping that person.
But
Because
if we put ourselves in the shoes of a cult
I think
member,
a lot of the times, isn't like the cult leader supposed to be like the middleman for like God and the people or something or whatever they worship?
they say like
He's the
God
prophet.
has came down and spoken to me,
Yeah.
and I am, I'm pretty much Jesus Christ, but this different cult type of Jesus Christ.
Dude, I saw a clip of some dude talking about Charles Manson.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, this guy came up to me and I was like, he's asking me about like, he's like, what do you think I am, Jesus? And he goes, no, because I think I'm Jesus. And I was like,
Charles
"What?"
Manson said that.
It was either him that said that or a guy that
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Manson was pretty. We got him on here, the Manson family. But yeah, he's probably the most famous cult leader, I'd say.
Yeah.
Could you guys even name another cult leader?
Hitler.
It's not a cult though. That's a dictator.
Okay.
But
Dictator
what I was
cult.
saying is if you put yourself in the shoes of a cult member, it's got to be so fun. Like you are so brainwashed into what the teachings are You're probably just
oblivious to all the shit.
absolutely living the dream, man. Like free room and board.
It's all
You don't have to have a
sunshine and
job.
rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually you probably die a cruel death. But like, it's got to be somewhat fun, wouldn't you think?
I think you would make yourself believe that it is because that's why
Yeah.
you're in the cult.
So then if you're fully
brainwashed.
believed, yeah. If you're fully and entirely like this
Indoctrinated.
is sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this man.
Just keep
I'm
going.
gonna just start calling you Merriam.
Oh, okay.
He was co-author of the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a co-author.
He was
Co-author.
Co-author. That was his middle name. Merriam co-author Webster. Okay, where am I at here? Magical powers. There we go. Some cult leaders gain their sense of self. Oof, you should try that one, bro. Aggrandizement. Aggrandizement.
I love listening to you say these words.
How would you even say that though? Like if you had to just like see it quickly and then pronounce it.
Aggrandizement.
But that's because I loosen the jar, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. After having what they believe to be an encounter with a god or deity. So yeah, exactly what you said. Let's skip that part. That's kind of boring. Some bizarre facts about some cults. One of the most famous cults, Scientology. Did you know that was a cult?
It's not considered a religion yet. I mean, I feel
Not according to this piece of paper I have.
okay, perfect.
It could, but you know, I'm going to say that because I'm
Tom
sure.
Cruise is a psychopath.
Yeah, I'm sure people will say, you should have just Googled this. I did. And this is what I came up with, and this is
Yeah.
what we're rolling with. One of the most famous cults, Scientology, was founded by L. Ron Hubbard, a science fiction writer who allegedly made a bet with fellow writer Robert H. Heinlein to see which one of them could start a religion. Hubbard won.
And now people love this and
Yeah.
they think it's true.
It says Hubbard won.
And this is the story. And they go into this and think this is real.
Yeah. See? And then that got me thinking.
It's
you
a
know,
bet.
Everything started somewhere. And Scientology just started like 70 years ago.
Right.
Mhm.
Because of a bet.
Yeah.
like,
Like, let's see who can fool the most people.
and
just-
people, go ahead, pal.
My fault. I just heard something similar to that about like chiropractics.
Yep.
Is like
Oh yeah, I saw.
some guy at some point just said maybe if we crack people's backs in a different way, then it'll make them feel better.
Yeah,
and he
wasn't he
just
like
thought
a con
about that.
artist?
Probably, yeah. And then and now chiropractors they work
Make-
2 days a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Make tons of money.
and all they do the same thing that I do on a school desk chair. So
I just literally just do that.
those
Yeah,
were the
it pops.
best, dude. Oh, like the ones that had the wood fronts you could push against them,
Mhm.
and oh,
The wood fronts.
Well, when they were connected all the way around it.
See, there are things I miss about school. That would be one of them.
that's the only
French
thing.
bread cheese pizza.
Oh, don't even get me started. A little Bosco stick.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow.
Hang on.
Pause. Nothing else. We can't talk about anything else. We might lose a hand.
I'm gonna
Like
have
hand
my own
check.
little Bosco steak here.
Show me the hands.
Hand check. God, I used to get those one drinks too. The ices.
ISIS.
ISIS.
Ices.
Oh, before
Ice.
that, do you guys remember buying the lemonade packets and putting them in the blue Powerades? Come on,
No.
never.
Remember
That
the
was
cookies
huge back in,
before
like,
Michelle
Jim Hill?
Obama?
Yeah.
The cookies were gold.
I didn't go to Jim Hill.
That's
We were
I thought
we were
I
the
thought
poverty
it was,
squad
I thought
over
it was
at Ramsey.
universal, man. I mean, they had you could buy the Powerades. They had blue and purple Powerades,
Mhm.
and then you buy a packet of like the Lipton lemonade mix.
Oh,
And you put them in there, so good.
just gas. I've never had it.
Oh,
I remember having a 100 grand bar for the first time at Ramstead. And I think it was like shrooms. I was next to Vicky, the hallway Nazi,
Vicky.
Yeah.
and I ate it, and I swear I went to a different dimension.
Remember when you called that one lunchroom lady a hippo?
No. It's
What?
not how the story goes. I said she
You said her name was Kimopotamus.
Kimopotamus.
And
No.
then she's like, what did you just say? And you said Kim Octopus.
And she liked that better, actually.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing to call her. I was I was a bad boy.
Oh yeah.
So I was like Rick
You were like,
Kenmore.
yeah, you were like the Hell's Angels.
I was. I had a leather jacket in middle school.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did.
Like Jesselnick.
Dang, man.
Mhm.
I'm glad I never got to
You
hang
used to
around
be
you.
kind of a little bit of a
Bad boy?
aggravator. Yeah.
I had a fighting necklace, a leather jacket.
A fighting necklace.
Fighting?
No,
A fighting.
Like
Like
the- you know-
Pythyen.
Yeah.
Oh, like the one that it was supposed to like help with your balance or something.
Yeah, the
like
one
that?
you'd give your girlfriend when you officially started dating.
I think
that was
so.
the Ramstead thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That was at the pods, the portables.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And then I would wear like dress loafers. You should have seen me, man. I was a wicked kid.
Icon, man.
I accidentally posted some vulgar things to Easton's Facebook one time. Remember?
Did you?
Yeah. We were playing with that one caption thing. It's like you take a picture, it gives you a random caption. Instead of deleting it, I accidentally said share to Facebook. And it said some bad stuff on it.
That's all right. By the way, I was totally making all that up. I never had a leather jacket or dress loafers.
Really?
But I did call that girl Kim Octopus. I did do
No,
that.
you said Kim Potamus.
Yeah, but Kim Octopus went out there too. And then I got in-school suspension for 3 days and I cried.
For what?
Why did I cry or why did I get in-school suspension? I spit a gum apparatus. Yeah. You know how you can wrap around your finger and then you put it in and just
Yep.
It's like a torpedo. Yeah. I did that
Dude,
to her.
School at the auditorium was like all hell broke loose during that.
It
every
was.
day. Every day some crazy shit would happen.
It was like that one prison in Prison Break, Kona. Is that
Yeah.
what it's called? Yeah. Just the guards weren't even there. The inmates ran it. That was us at the auditorium. Yeah. So Scientology.
Anyway,
Founded by French journalist Claude Vorlhorn in 1974, the Raelians are another UFO cult who believed life on Earth was created by aliens called the Elohim. This gained
Elohim.
Elohim, is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's what it's called.
Okay, that's on me.
No, you're fine.
I should have searched like the pronunciation.
Yeah, I should have typed it in. And hit the-
They gained national attention when they claimed they had successfully cloned a woman. How do you? Yeah,
they really did. This is a real thing.
they claimed. I don't know if they did.
Oh, there's no proof for it. It's like a Bigfoot type deal.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was like we need some. They wanted their cult to get front page. And like,
Right.
we cloned a chick. It's like where? It was, we
Lost her.
killed the original.
You
so-
wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school.
Yeah,
no idea.
you wouldn't know her. The movement for the restoration of the 10 Commandments of God. Imagine have a church, or not a church, but a cult that long. You go by an acronym, I guess. TMFTR OTTC. That's even worse. Told its followers that the apocalypse would come in the year 2000. But when that day came and went without incident, they moved the goalpost to March 17th. When that didn't work, they murdered all their members, burning 530 of them in a church and poisoning and stabbing hundreds of others.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine the colors?
How
Like,
have I never heard about this?
they're like, fuck it, let's just kill them all.
we can't keep screwing this up. We're just gotta kill him.
Apocalypse happened here. I don't know what.
Yeah. The rest of the world's fine. All these people died though.
Yeah. The people that died, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. She's like, we just gotta fucking kill them all. They're gonna catch on to us, just not knowing what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what'd you say it was March
17th.
17th.
Isn't that St. Paddy's Day?
That's what it was. I have no idea. But it was March 16th. And they said tomorrow's a big day. I guess we should all die. They poisoned everybody. You don't want to live through tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
Tomorrow's gonna be
It's gonna
not
be a
fun.
bad one. Yeah.
So kill
Drink
ourselves.
this.
Yeah. It's raining cats and dogs tomorrow. People always say that it's actually gonna happen tomorrow, I think.
Mhm.
Formed in Saskatchewan in 1902, the Freedomites. Heard of them, Broden?
Maybe. Sounds good.
They believed in three different things: communal living, anarchy, and nudity. It is rather impressive that, given their disdain for clothing, they survived the first Saskatchewan winter. The Freedomites are known for all-nude protests against materialism and later the all-nude bombing and burning of public buildings.
Sweet.
What a visual. You just go
All
downtown, you're like, yeah, we're going to go shopping with the grandma today. And there's just a bunch of nude people running around burning and bombing things. Picture the Minneapolis protests, but everyone's
No
nude.
clothes.
Everyone's
Yeah.
naked.
9/11. No clothes.
Everyone on the plane was
No
just
clothes.
nude.
9/11.
That's a movement. You just want to get started, bro.
I think
From
I'm
here
gonna
on
try
out
it.
on 9/11,
Yeah.
no one can wear clothes.
I just like I want to rewrite history, and eventually everybody on Earth it'll
What a
go.
visionary we
Yeah. Everybody on Earth will believe that nobody was wearing clothes on those planes. And just some
That would be if we somehow got the history books to switch it.
yeah.
I wonder how you'd even do that. You'd have to start a cult.
just keep
a
lying.
small cult of people. You just keep storytelling.
You keep lying until everybody believes it.
That's or you kill the people that don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You can really get anything done if you're willing to do some crazy things.
If you're willing to take a life, you could do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, he's like, oh, I'm ready. Let's go.
Who are we killing?
Mutual combat is not on the table.
No.
Yeah. It must have been so easy to get away with murder back then.
Yeah.
Could you? Yeah.
I think about that. I think about that in like the Wild West. Like you could just be riding past someone on their horse and just go, I don't like that. I don't like that way that guy looks.
Or I like his hat.
Yeah.
And it's
want
like
his
how,
hat.
because you couldn't go online and like now there's all
Couldn't
these.
call somebody.
Yeah. How do you even do
I had
anything?
no idea.
You got to ride to the sheriff's office on your horse.
Yeah. And then you say, who
report
did
a
it?
crime.
Like, I literally have no idea. Did anyone see
That
it?
guy could
No.
be dead. He could have been dead for 10 minutes or 6 days. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And if no one sees it, really, how are they ever going to get caught? They didn't have DNA.
Yeah, they
They
didn't
didn't
have
have
testing.
cameras.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All they had was word of mouth.
Gosh.
Word
That'd
of
be
mouth
so
is, like,
easy to
the
kill people back
shittiest.
then. Literally get them
I know.
alone.
It's nuts.
Literally get him alone.
That's all you have to do.
Let's go
What's
look
like-
at this.
Like Jack the Ripper. People still don't know who Jack the Ripper was. And he killed a shitload of people in England.
Yeah. And this was
This
pre-internet?
was, I think it was in the late 1800s.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he was just flying by the seat of his pants. He didn't even have to plan his murders.
No, you could just go out and do it.
He just grabbed them.
They barely had street lights and shit.
Yeah. Did you know that it wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer. Who's the other? Ted Bundy.
Oh, yeah.
His vehicle he drove, you know what his pickup line was? I heard a comedian say this. Apparently, he would have his car broke down and he would just ask a girl if they could come help fix it and then take him. And he drove like a cream van. How do you pull chicks in that? I guess he's pretty good looking.
Was he?
I don't know. Zac Efron played him, so he had to look a little bit.
I heard he was a pretty handsome fella.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think I saw something on Twitter one time where it was a picture of him, and some girl had replied to the picture and was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was so good looking," or something like that. And and somebody replied to that comment and said, "This man would have done numbers."
Yeah.
in these days.
This guy would be putting up LeBron numbers.
Yeah, with Tinder and everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nexium. Let's talk about some cults. We talk about cults and then we're good. Nexium. Keith Rainier started a cult in 1998, positioning the group as self-help organization with workshops and classes on empowerment. Women were recruited under the false pretense that they were joining a sisterhood of sorts, but it ended up being a sex cult. In order to be admitted to the secret club, she had to give her master naked photos and other compromising documents that would be used as blackmail if she ever told anyone about the group's existence. The master branded them with a design that included Rainier's initials right above their pelvic area. Each woman was instructed to say, "Master, please brand me. It would be my honor."
And these chicks were doing this, huh?
Ah, God, you have to be so gullible to fall for one of these. That's a cult I wouldn't fall for.
That's where we're drawing the line for you.
Yeah, I think. For now.
Getting someone's initials branded.
Hot
on your
iron
pelvis.
right above your transmission there.
Yeah, just like Thomas Rainier. I'm like, I kind of like that name, though.
It is a cool name.
Yeah, because at what point do you like say, I don't know if that's normal? Is it the naked photos? Is it the I'm going to brand my initials above your coochie?
Your nether region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
know.
guess.
It's just
Or is it the, hey, you have to say, "Master, brand me. Please, it would be an honor."
And I was gonna have you brand me, but I'm not gonna say that though. So
Yeah,
I'm out.
That's where that's too far, man.
That's where Mark Cuban says, and for that, I'm out.
out. Children of God. So this is what we were talking about, Broden. Sons of Sam.
Oh yeah.
So Children of God was the cult that was near it. In I want to say it was Yonkers, New Jersey. Is that where David
Yonkers?
Berkowitz is from?
New York,
Yonkers, New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one and the same to me.
New Jersey, that
Anything
whole part
that
of the
starts with,
country.
anything that starts with New Hampshire.
Boston, Philadelphia, New York,
Yeah.
New Jersey.
I didn't
all
realize
of
the
it.
commute time to get to those places. Like I saw a video where a guy lived in Philadelphia and he just commuted to New York every day.
It's like a 2-hour
work.
drive.
He'd just take the subway or the train or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't the subway. That'd be a long subway.
They might have it. Train, the trolley.
Trolley. How different our cultures are. Children of God. So they attracted young runaways and hippies. The
Well, these are
person-
just layups here. If you're getting hippies, you know what I mean.
hippies were had to be the highest percentile of people.
They'd be
They can't
tripping on
wait.
something, and some guy would be like, "I just talked to God," and then they'd be like, "Oh, you did.
We
You
should-
did talk
you
to
did.
God."
Like I found a couple other people that also did. We should band together as one.
Yeah.
And call ourselves the children of God. Berg, so the guy that started it, coined the term flirty fishing, a sexual practice in which women would allegedly have sex with men to bring them into the cult.
That's a good way to get some dude to join.
I
yeah.
think that's a good strategy. That's a 2023 strategy, man. Like that obviously worked back in the day, but I think that would have to work. If you were to make it work today, it'd have to be something like that.
Yeah.
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 Nothing else is gonna work.
Nothing. You could, yeah. What else could you do? How could I be
Money.
bribed? Yeah, money though. Yeah,
Money,
money
I mean,
would
it
be
depends. I mean, that's the thing is that what am I doing for the money?
probably getting banged by the master.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Maybe
I'm good.
Master wants some Liam time.
The Children of God
Okay.
cult continues to exist and now goes by the name Family International, although the group claims that horrific practices are a thing of the past. Coming from the mouth of the horse, though. You know, they're just saying that, we don't do that anymore. You never know what's going on behind the curtains.
It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Drink the Kool-Aid, you know.
I feel like
Mhm.
cult leaders would be fantastic salesmen.
They probably were.
If they if they could go sell cars or houses
Or anything.
or pens.
HelloFresh subscriptions.
Yeah. That's a cult I would join. I'm in a Facebook page with them, so
Oh God.
that's
Are
in
you?
it. No. That's
Nah.
in it.
I was so
I
concerned.
thought for sure.
I was going to
Yeah.
actually
Which is
talk
fine,
to you
you
after
know?
this.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's cool. Yeah. So I have to leave
It's
that
not
now. Is what
okay.
you're telling me?
What?
I have to leave that.
No,
group?
dude.
Okay.
I'm
If-
telling
if
you.
you like that Facebook group, man, if that brings you joy, do it. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I appreciate your support.
If you like HelloFresh, that's fine.
Yeah. I do.
Then that's okay.
Good.
You know
I don't
what?
have a cult of it, but
No, I think me and Broden, we messed with you a little bit about it, but
you
I'm
felt bad.
happy. I'm happy that
I don't
I'm
feel
happy that
bad,
you
and I
have-
wasn't messing with you.
I don't feel bad either, but I'm glad you like HelloFresh.
Hey, that's good.
Hey, you're not going hungry.
No, I'm not. Church of the Lamb of God. Let me know if you guys have heard of any of these, by the way. These are like the top ones you'll find
Okay.
on Google search results. Dubbed by media as the Mormon Manson, the Church of the Lamb of God was started by Everil LeBaron after he clashed and left his brother Joel's sect. LeBaron convinced his followers that he received direct instructions from God, which included using an abandoned Mormon doctrine, blood atonement, that allows the killing of sinners to cleanse them of evil.
Oh,
Yeah, LeBaron had 51 children with 13 different wives.
good for him.
That's such a cult thing.
Polygamy.
Yeah.
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 I still
that's a
think.
huge cult thing.
Don't Mormons still do polygamy where they do sister wives and shit
Yeah.
like that?
I don't think 13. That's a lot.
Maybe like 4,
Yeah.
something respectable.
Yeah. 4, once you hit 5, it's like,
Yeah.
you're getting a little bit into the cult leader area. So it's one of those Venn diagrams.
What are you
where it's
telling
like
these women?
cult leaders, Mormons, and then right in the middle, it's just like multiple wives.
What makes a woman want to do that though? Like or have to share her husband, you know what I mean? Like what if you're the first wife
Yeah.
that the guy's ever married?
Maybe wealthy.
Yeah. Stay
That's,
with
that's
it.
the whole cult ideology and aspect. That's what these people are all striving for something.
They're all about.
I'm just trying to figure out what goes on in somebody's brain. You know?
So you're not easily convinced. You're not.
No,
you're not,
I'm
you're not
so stubborn as a
yeah,
person
you're not
in general.
self-conscious and like whatever else goes into this list of like whatever.
That's what I hate. That you just can't be convinced.
Me? You
Yeah.
hate about me?
Yeah. You're so rational when we do things.
So rational.
Hey,
yeah.
Easton. Don't go rob that store. But what if we did?
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
If I would have been with on that trip back all the way from Fargo, you never would have hit that deer.
You would have told me not to.
Yeah, basically.
I was sleeping. I
Yeah,
wasn't
you
telling you not
couldn't, yeah.
to. Yeah.
We needed you. So the Manson family. Oh, actually, LeBaron left behind a hit list of people he believed were traitors when he died in 1981. I'm going to do that. I'm not even people that really are that bad, but I'm going to be like, This is my
Hit list.
this is my hit list. And people
Yeah.
will be like, what did these people do to him?
You got to make up some elaborate stories, dude. Be like, I know for a fact this guy was colluding with Russia.
A manifesto?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make up crazy stories about
Something
Liam.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, he started his own cult. He works for the Russians.
I know for a fact this guy killed and ate 14 puppies. Like it's
I'll make all the evidence. Just hand him a dossier. And here's the one on Liam. Oh, I'll be dead, so I won't hand it to him, but the nurse will. I'll give it to the nurse before I die. Give
there's
this,
everything you
give
need to
this,
know about.
give this to my son. The Manson family. Manson became obsessed with the Beatles song Helter Skelter and started using the term to describe a race war he believed would usher in the apocalypse.
You mean the one that happened last night?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Manson was at Sports on Tap last night. Manson believed that the Beatles knew about this upcoming war and were trying to send him and the family coded messages through the White Album, particularly the song Helter Skelter. Have you guys heard that song?
Maybe.
I don't think I have.
I haven't.
August 1969, he sent a group of his followers to a house in Benedict Canyon and told them to kill everyone inside. The victims included actress Sharon Tate, then married to Roman Polanski, and the celebrity hairdresser Jay Sebring.
That's where I think that movie.
What's that from?
Sebring, the hairdresser.
It's a Quentin Tarantino film. Quentin Tarantino.
Okay. Oh, is it Once Upon a Time
Yep.
in Hollywood? Yeah.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert.
I haven't, but
I'll forget.
Oh, well, now you know.
I know that.
Now you know what
Oh.
happened. Well, it's based on history.
right.
That's like watching a 9/11 show and be like, I wonder what happens.
Well, speaking of movies, I think
playing
that's
It's a
how
Tower.
like The Conjuring and
Twice.
The Conjuring and
sorry.
the Annabelle movies are based off
Yeah,
that.
it's some house in like Idaho.
Like
I
San
wanna say.
Bernardino, California.
Yeah, that too. They're close.
But yeah, that's like how all that started. Was that chick?
Yeah, I think we talked
stabbed
about that
a
on
pregnant
the
woman. You remember? Have you ever seen those movies? No.
I might have.
spoiler. Stabs a pregnant woman.
Yeah. Put it. Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I will probably.
Boiler alert. You won't watch it?
No, I'll forget by
Oh,
the time I go to
that's
watch
okay.
it if I ever do. I don't know.
Commentators at the time saw the murders as the official end of the 1960s culture of free love. That's pretty awesome.
That's when
was just
people
like-
started getting their shit together.
Yeah. Well, when was Woodstock? Woodstock 69?
Yeah.
Free love was happening a lot
Oh
in
yeah.
the 60s.
But
A
then
lot of
they
it.
ended it and said, "No more smoking grass, and let's get in the classroom." And
That's true.
Let's put some pen to paper here.
Yeah.
They brought the dare lion out. Yeah,
What's the dare lion?
it's something about not doing drugs.
Oh yeah. DAR, like
Yeah,
the acronym.
DARE. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you look that up, Nathan?
God, he looks like Phil Ivey. over
Drugs
there.
are really exploitive. I
To
don't know.
children.
Did you? What is it? Hurry up.
Come on,
Come on, spit it out.
Drug abuse resistance education.
Drug
Okay.
abuse resistance. Okay,
There we go.
yeah, cool.
Thanks, Nathan.
The
get
children. The children was an
Thorn.
The Children was an offshoot of a cult called the Process Church of the Final Judgment, a group formed in Britain in 1966. The group eventually splintered into small factions, each with different names but a similar core belief in their satanic and murderous practices could bring about the end of the world. It was also discovered proof that De Grimston and Charles Manson attended a party together in California in the late 1960s and theorized that meeting De Grimston influenced Manson's apocalyptic visions of race war that he used to incite his followers. Maybe this is the one.
Is this the one that was connected to that town near here?
No.
Tagus?
No, this is the one that was connected to David Berkowitz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were killing people when he was doing all his murders, Son
Yeah.
of Sam murders. People's Temple. This is also another big one. Jim Jones, heard of him?
Yep.
So Jim Jones, Liam, have you?
No.
No? All right. Jim Jones founded a church that he claimed promoted socialism and equality with religious elements of Christianity. Jones eventually came to believe that nuclear war was imminent and moved his followers again to the South American country of Guyana. Is that how you pronounce that?
Guiana?
It's Guy.
Guyana?
Yeah, Guyana.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. Guyana. Where's Guyana?
I don't know if
Sounds like
Guyana
it'd
is
be
a
in
thing.
Africa.
Guyana.
There's Guinea in New Guinea.
Hmm.
I've never heard of Guyana.
I don't know either. Might be making that up.
How's it spelled?
You want me to just throw some at you?
What
On here?
Yeah.
No, you pronounce it right. Guyana.
Oh, okay.
But Guyana would be like a G.
Vienna?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking
Austria?
of. Austria. Another shrimp on the bar there. The group lived there for several years as the People's Temple Agricultural Project. After former members started speaking. Fuck you too. After former members started speaking out against the church, San Francisco Congressman Leo Ryan decided to travel to Jonestown. Is that what you're saying, or was it Jamestown?
I said Jamestown.
Oh, welcome to Jamestown.
I
Yeah.
said good morning, Jamestown.
Okay, yeah. Decided to travel to Jonestown to investigate claims of abuse. Temple security guards opened fire on Ryan's group, and back at the settlement, Jones ordered his followers to drink a cyanide-laced beverage.
Kool-Aid.
Yep, this is where the term drinking the Kool-Aid came from, the Jonestown people. A total of 918 people died in the incident, and until 9/11, it was the largest loss of American civilian life in history, which I did not know. And it didn't even happen in America.
Wow.
Happened in Guyana, Vienna.
Australia.
Heaven's Gate. Heard of that one? Which one is this? Oh, yes, this one's whack. It's founded by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. Heaven's Gate was an ascetic cult that had a complicated belief system involving alien spaceships and an imminent recycling of the planet Earth.
Sweet.
Yep. It's literally an old lady. The photo of Bonnie Nettles. Just an old lady. It's like old.
You joined that one, and
Like
nobody
80.
there is saying, Grandma, you need to take your meds. You're losing it here.
I guess that maybe old people are more susceptible to doing it because they're just off their rocker.
Exactly. But nobody wants to say that she's off her rocker. They're like, yeah, this is real.
It's
Grandma, an old dementia-ridden grandma is telling us the truth.
And we're letting her run this cult.
Yeah.
While living in a rented home in San Diego, Applewhite and 38 followers died by suicide by taking, how do you pronounce this? Phenobarbital
Close enough.
mixed with applesauce.
I love applesauce. I could be convinced to do that.
Yeah. Hey,
Just give this guy a little cup of applesauce.
and phenobarbital. And the funny thing is when they all died, remember when we were in LA and we watched the movie The Invitation?
I was not on that trip,
you weren't
remember?
there.
But go ahead.
The movie The Invitation, have you seen it?
No.
Pretty much it's, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the movie and you're planning on watching it, skip this part of the episode. The Invitation, you guys going to watch it? You want to skip this part of the episode?
Go ahead. I'll forget it.
Yeah, you will, Broden.
I don't care.
You're
Go
fine.
for it.
They get invited to this house party, and at the end, they figured out, okay, we just got invited to a cult, and they're all drink something to kill themselves in this house in the hills.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now.
Yeah, The Invitation.
Yeah, I can picture it in my brain now.
Okay.
Some like trailer.
So you have seen it? Or
No.
just trailer. Okay. So they all wore the same uniform and Nike shoes and had $5.75 in their pockets.
Serious?
Yeah.
Why?
Just in case you need a Snickers bar or something, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah.
A $5.75 Snicker bar?
Maybe two.
How big is it?
Huge. That's a big Snickers
Yeah,
bar.
4 or 5 inches.
Might be a bit much.
Well, that would be a big one. That'd be a huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rajni, that's what this podcast turned into. Talk about the size of things.
Every time.
Rajneesh movement. Heard of that one? I would just assume you haven't.
I thought you were having a stroke saying that.
He's an Indian guru. So I want to say this is where like the Love Doctor stem from. Not Love Doctor, the Love Guru.
Oh, with Mike
Adam.
Myers?
No, Adam Sandler. No.
No, that's the Zohan.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh, the Love Guru is.
Is it
Yeah,
Mike
it
Myers?
is. It is.
Awful.
Awful? Is that what you
It
said?
wasn't a great Mike Myers
No,
movie.
it wasn't. But Mike Myers is.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, his movies are unbelievable.
So funny.
So this Bhagween Sri Rajneesh guy advocated for more open attitude to human sexuality, earning his reputation as the sex guru. Okay, there you go. The sex guru. Series
Kama
of
Sutra.
Yeah, I get that, but if you're calling that to yourself, you know.
That can't be a self-given nickname.
No, I don't think you can.
He must have wooed some people.
That was extremely actually like kind of loud.
You think?
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard
Like,
it clear
yeah.
as day.
Not as bad as that noise you made earlier in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you
That's
do
all
that
right.
again, though?
No, I can't.
Oh.
It's
It was
very hard. to do.
accidental.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sex guru, a series of serious crimes committed by the followers of Rajneesh movement included a mass food poisoning attack with salmonella bacteria. That was known as the first bioterrorism attack in U.S. history. And he also tried to assassinate U.S. Attorney Charles H. Turner. I love assassinations.
Yeah, I know you.
Don't take that out of context, but
I love assassinating.
I don't know if I want to hang around you much.
yeah, well, I don't like doing them. I like just when other people do. Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Church. It's a mouthful. I think that's just like...
That's like Jehovah's Witness, isn't it?
Yeah. Is Jehovah a person?
Jehovah, I want to feel like is like a name for maybe God or something like
Yeah,
that.
or Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because isn't it a stem of Christianity?
Yes. I
Okay.
believe so.
You had a lot of
Different,
witnesses.
but
Yeah.
kind of
Same, but different.
Yeah.
Merged in the early 20th century, so members could freely practice polygamy. You imagine just starting
Maybe it's
a
Mormon.
religion? Yeah, they're all kind of one and the same. For
I don't
me.
think Jehovah's Witness people do polygamy though, like Mormons do.
Church of the Latter-day Saints. Maybe it is Mormon. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't look into it that much.
Liam, you don't know?
Not a clue.
Don't have your Mormon
They used
book
to have
on you?
a show on TLC. My mom would always watch it about sister wives. And yeah, like
yeah, it was
Mormons.
kind of awesome.
You just
to
wanted to grow
see-
up to be that
just to-
guy,
no,
didn't
just
you?
to see. Like,
Just
you like
to
to see
see,
other
yeah, I like
cultures, you know?
watching them.
It's like when you travel to Mexico, you know? You want to see what they're doing down there.
Kinda.
I want to see what they're doing.
I
in
don't want
Utah.
to see a whole lot of stuff, but give me just, kind of the
touristy
crust here.
version?
Yeah.
The crust. I don't want the dough. So things really took a turn for the worse when Warren Jeffs assumed leadership of the FLDS church following his father's death. Within a week, he had married almost all of his father's wives and decreed himself responsible for arranging marriages within the cult, including marriages between his followers and underage girls.
So did he marry his mom too if he married his father's wives? Because that's like the Sigmund Freud type deal,
Yeah. Who was he the...
He's a psychologist
Yeah.
way back in the day who said like
Who are those people that are in Vegas with the lions, though? Sig Freud and
Holy.
Sigmund and Freud?
Yeah, something like that.
with the
So
what?
not the same guy.
Like Penn and Teller?
No, I think didn't they get eaten by a lion?
I think one of them did. Something happened.
There was a show in Vegas where they had like white tigers, and there was
Oh.
these two people, Sig Roy and Freed.
There you go.
Sig Roy. Nathan, you got your thumbs clicking?
Roy and Siegfried.
Roy and Siegfried?
No.
No. Sig Roy and something Vegas. Tiger
Sig
eating.
Roy and Soy.
Yeah, but
Noy.
anyways, they had at the Mirage, they had a tiger thing where you go watch and they'd hang out with these tigers and do cool stuff with them.
like a
tiger, like a circus.
There you go. God,
Like a circus, you know?
What do you want to know about it?
What are their names?
Sigfield and Roy.
Sigfield.
Sigfield, yeah.
Because I
And,
just watched a Las Vegas Vacation.
Oh
A
yeah,
National Lampoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. And that was in there.
Sigfield and Roy. Yeah, and then one of them got eaten by a tiger, so they shut it down. The show.
Yeah.
Should have kept it alive.
The guy probably.
No, the show.
Yeah, and then you just get a different guy
Show
named
goes
Roy.
on.
You get
Yeah.
Chef Roy in there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the family. Known as one of Australia's most notorious cults, the family began with Anne Hamilton Byrne, a yoga teacher who believed herself to be reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You got to be really on some stuff to think that's you.
I feel like a lot of things got to be going right for you. You got to, you know what I mean? Like a lot of moves are being made, but
Probably an only child.
yeah, maybe, possibly. Never,
I don't mean that to all the only children out there listening. I'm sure you're good people.
Thanks.
It's like the first episode of the show. Are you an only child?
For my dad.
Yeah.
it counts.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know.
Yeah. Halvesies.
Yeah.
The Russian Orthodox Church, last one we're going to talk about. Around 30 members of the group holed themselves up in a Russian cave. Kuznetsov, the leader, told them to wait until the world ended in 2008 because he didn't go in the cave with them. So he put all these 30 people in the cave. They believed things like credit cards and barcodes were satanic and threatened to kill themselves if any authorities tried to remove them from the cave. And eventually, a couple of them left. One of them died in the cave of starvation. And a couple other of them left. And they're like, it's fucking fine out here. And then, they just got tricked by this one man that's like, you got to go in this cave. Credit cards are bad. It's maybe my grandpa that started that. Credit cards are bad. Don't put your credit card information online. Can't purchase things. Don't put your address.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a big thing?
Yeah.
Like when we were growing up in high school, and so you can buy stuff online, and people are like, oh, you don't want your information out there. Now I just type in my social security number into any website that asks for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You were in a cult already.
Trying to find one that really fits my morals.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just trying to
leaders
find
won't accept him. And
Yeah.
he's just going around applying.
Knocking on doors.
Yeah.
You a cult leader by chance? No? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What about your neighbor? Nope. Her neither. Yeah, that's the episode on cults. I like that. I like
That
cults
was
and
interesting.
Cults are
assassinations.
interesting. I mean, that's what when you think about the ideology and like the way that they're formed, you can make a cult out of anything.
Yeah. Out of anything, yeah.
Well, they made one out of a bet, like I said, and a lot of people still do it. Tom Cruise.
Oh, Scientology?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I know someone that's old enough to remember when it wasn't a thing, it's probably not a thing, you know? Like if my
Right.
grandpa's 90 years old and the Scientology started 77 years ago, I don't even really know what Scientology is.
I want to
It's just
say
hard to believe.
it's where like people believe they are their own God.
Really?
Yeah.
And he tricked that many people into that. He did. He
Something-
deserved to win that bet.
I'm not sure, but let's take this out of context, post it on something so I can get ripped.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, that was the episode on cults. I don't know how the merch stuff is going. We'll see if we have any reviews,
Oh yeah.
and because we're doing a merch giveaway, we'll talk about that in next week's episode. But it's going to run for another week, so please leave a rating and a review on the show wherever you're listening, Spotify, Apple. We'll get to those to win some free merch. Anything else you guys want to plug?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
2023, we're back with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Liam's home.
I'm
Liam's
back.
home.
We're gonna do this every week. Just
One
like
time.
we have been.
One time we're going to do it.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.